Hi all, welcome to the UCL Marquee Matchups that we think could happen next Tuesday, being the 23rd of October. Hopefully you find this useful, folks. Let me know in the comments down below what options you fancy. I'm going to assume they'll do 2 games, so I thought I'd show 6 options that I quite fancy, and hopefully you find this useful. Smash links are always sub to channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GTheLegend. All links are down below for posts on channel and social media links as always. So we'll start off with Victoria Plzen versus Real Madrid. Now Plzen, Czech League, relatively new to FIFA, but Plzen, this is their first year in FIFA, and I really think this could be a sneaky curveball. This would be like the cheap team with the expensive team. Now I've built an 8 to 8 squad, not very difficult. Real Madrid player I've went with is Odriozola, then just kind of went a Liga squad from there, because in all honesty I don't really know where they'll take the squad. I'm assuming 78 to 80 rated. Kozacic, the Czech goalie, is in goal for Plzen. Smart options to kind of consider: Odriozola, Llorente, Ceballos. They're the kind of players I would be looking at for this particular route. From here we go to Shakhtar versus Manchester City. Shakhtar, obviously they don't really get the chance to be in a marquee matchup, and this is kind of one of those times where they could feature. Every route we're featuring is at least a 15k or a 25k pack, but I'd assume a 15k pack is a fair safety net because we don't honestly know what they would put together. I've put the Man City player being the silver centre back because he's the only player I have other than Mahrez and Sané, who are loan cards. But Shakhtar players, you can go for Junior Moraes, for example. Then Club Brugge v Monaco. Vanaken is probably the Club Brugge player I think everyone will probably look at. Monaco, I can't remember how to pronounce the guy's name. He's right centre mid next to Vanaken. I just built a Leg Un squad, seemed most logical. As long as you're getting 90-95 chem, it's not very difficult. Costo, Dubois, Perrin, then Lucas Lima, Mitroglou, Germain. So it's not exactly difficult to put together. It's a case of where they would take the requirements, emphasise on rare players, nations, leagues, clubs, rare players, all these sort of things. Now Manchester United versus Juventus, everyone is assuming, oh, this is going to drop, this is going to drop, this is going to drop. It is not a given, guys. Be fully aware of that. Juventus players, I can either throw in Chesney or Mandzukic. Man United players wise just now is Romero. I know a lot of folk are looking at Fellaini as well, which I can totally understand. I've just built a Serie A squad, seemed most logical for me. Verdi, Malcu, Gulam and Kulu, Izzo, Kluivert, Darun, Nzonzi and Babacar make up the rest of the squad. Fairly straightforward, and as I said, that covers quite a few rares and nations and clubs. Then PSV versus Spurs has a fair weight to it actually, because PSV's got some Dutch players, Spurs have got some Janssen, really the only notable Dutch on top of Vorm. Then we've just built an EPL squad: Mijonley, Cedric, Koscielny, Johnny Evans, Robertson, Damari Gray, Lewis Cook, Hilder Costa, Lucas Perez and Vincent Janssen, and Ramselaar make that squad. But in terms of players, you would look at De Jong, you would look at Ramselaar, you would look at Lozano, Eric Gutierrez. Then final route that we're featuring is Lokomotiv Moscow versus Porto. Russian League might not get as much chance to feature marquee matchups. This could be one of these chances, and in all honesty it would be very easy to put together because of the Portuguese players of Manuel Fernandes, for example, and easily linking him up to say Sergio Oliveira, who is at left centre mid. But we've went fairly straightforward squad: Dajvan, Almeida, Carlos Mane, William, Fijelsa. That's pretty much most of the players I can remember. But as I said, there's about 12 games they could feature. This is just 6 of them. Hopefully this gives you plenty food for thought. The two, if we were to get 2 that were to feature, I would say Manchester United and Juventus and Shakhtar Man City. They could easily go that kind of way, but I think it'll be Shakhtar and maybe Man United and Juventus, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you find this useful, folks. Let me know in the comments down below what you fancy. Smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.